everyone, good morning and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are heading for a spot of cross-country schooling in Ballindennis. I've been waiting for this all summer. They open up very limited schooling spaces around competitions and stuff, so it's literally just open this week from Monday to Saturday. Today's Saturday, so we're going today. If you look down at my feet you'd probably think, oh, bad choice, because obviously the grass is quite wet. But these are from Ariat. I'm not sure of the exact name of them, and they're so handy because they're waterproof. So I can walk through the long grass and my feet won't get wet, and it's literally the best thing ever. He might be sleeping, I'm not 100% sure, but he's around the corner down in the longer grass, the newer grass that we gave him. Which is nearly gone, to be honest, because he's a fatty, but he does have all of this field to get through in little strips. But anyway, he might be lying down. He tends to be lying down this early in the morning, so we'll have a look and see. Because the weather's been so kind of warm and humid recently, not sunny, but just like a dry heat, the horse's feet are gone very dry, and putting stuff on them hasn't even helped. Well, it has helped, but it's not solving the problem. So I basically poured a load of the water out of his water trough onto the ground here to make it slightly muckier, so that when he's standing here, because this is his favourite spot to stand, he is soaking a little bit of moisture into his feet. He's not lying down, he's just down there in the corner. Come on, George. Good boy. Gonna have a fun day. He's just eating as usual. Hello, my handsome man. Every time he wants a scratch. Okay, go. George, don't be rough now. Gentle scratches. Good boy. This is definitely a bad habit I've given him. But he's actually quite gentle. Like, he could easily knock me over right now. But he's just having a little scratch. I'm actually feeling so much better about today. Like, I'm in such a more positive headspace than the last time we went cross-country schooling. I'm really excited. I've been like looking forward to it for days. I'm just in a more positive mindset. My lesson with Mike really helped, and I think it's going to be a fun day. Rachel's coming. She's bringing Tweety. I can use her as a lead to get his confidence up and just get him working in a nice forward canter and popping some fences. And we're going to have a good time, aren't we? Yes, we are. He's a good boy. I was just really down in the dumps for a while with him, and I just felt like, I think Dublin Horse Show is coming up and I'm so excited to go. I'm going to vlog it for you guys, but I was just thinking about how when I was there last year, I was like, right, I really want to compete there next year. So my plan was to do the amateur qualifiers this year. At the start of the year we were competing and he was going really well, and he was on track to go to the amateur qualifiers, which I know are like extremely hard to qualify for, but even just to get there was kind of my goal, to get there and compete at the qualifiers. And then he had a bit of a confidence knock, and it's taken a long time to build him back up, and I wasn't putting any pressure on him to, you know, to jump bigger and just absolutely shattering his confidence. So then we did the riding club team qualifiers, and we missed out by one place on getting to Dublin with that. And then I think I was just a bit lost. I think I just felt a little bit dead in the water, kind of wasn't sure. But then I got a kick up the arse and I realised I love riding. It's my way of escaping from everyday life, my boring job and things. This is what I do it for. This is what I enjoy, and I want to go out and have fun. Like, I'm going cross-country schooling today. I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to do all these things and enjoy my horse, and that's literally what it's all about, isn't it, George? Because I'm obsessed with the horse. Like, he is the life of my life. I just I can't explain it. He brings me so much joy. He's just a big baby, and I just need to hop on to myself and realise how lucky I am to have you. Yes. So anyway, I'm going to fly in and get him ready for road. You may have noticed the lovely rug that George is wearing. This is the Fly Dry sheet from Aloga, and it's literally the perfect rug for the weather we're having at the moment, because obviously it's Ireland, so it's raining all the time, even though it's summer, but it's still quite warm. Like, it's 19 degrees today. So normal turnout rugs are just a little bit too heavy for him, but there's flies everywhere, so you want the protection of a fly rug. But then, like I said, it's raining, so it's just a big hoo-ha. But this rug, I don't know if he'll move so I can show you. I'll stand over this way. Be a perfect little YouTube model. This rug has the material, like the mesh material of a fly rug down here, but then it has a waterproof strip all along the top where your horse is most likely to get wet in the rain. You get the gist. It's got the waterproof lining on the top and then the mesh material of a fly rug everywhere else. So they don't get too warm. They stay nice and cool. They have the fly protection, but they also have the waterproof strip along the top to protect them in the rain. So if you've got a horse that's got very sensitive skin, might be one to suffer with rain scald even in the summer, yes, then it's a really good rug, and it's just a really nice all-round option. I'll leave the website and the brand name down here, but it's Aloga Equestrian. I think you get 10% off your first purchase. Don't quote me on that. I was gifted this rug, but this is just my honest opinion on it. I think it's a brilliant rug. Keelan's even eyeing it up. He wants one for Theo. So I think they're a really, really cool product and so well made. Simple designs, you know, really nice, simple colours, nothing too wacky, but everything is made really well. The materials are really good. The hardware on it, like the buckles, are just so sturdy and well made. And it's all those things that are important, you know, to have like a long-lasting rug. I'm just taking Hetty the Hyundai down the yard to hitch her up, and I realised I think this is probably my last spin towing the box in her, because she is for sale and I'm getting a new Jeep or something. I'm getting something to tow with. Hello, Piggy. And the mileage has gone quite high on this, so I've decided to replace it with something else. She's so reliable and everything, but I just did so much driving in this Jeep when I was commuting up and down to Tralee for work that I sent the mileage sky high, and now she's at 252,000, and if I want to make any money back to put towards a new car, I need to get rid of her now. So this is going to be our last spin. I highly recommend the Santa Fe's though, if anyone is looking for something to tow with. They are lovely, but they are expensive and hard to find, and I was very lucky to get this one for a good deal a couple of years ago, and I can't find another one, so we'll be changing to something else. We have arrived. Oh my god, you just headbutted my mic. We're here. We're gonna just stud them up now, tack up and go. I'm really excited. Studding is the bane of my life though. I'm not sure what studs to use. If you're studding, these safety taps from Lemieux are the handiest things ever, because if they stand down on top of it, which George does like to stomp, they won't, you know, get maimed by a normal tap. I'll show you a normal tap. So this is what a normal tap looks like, and this is the safety tap, and it's just so much safer, as it says in the name. Right, we get you studded. George is ready, and now I'm going to get ready and hand the camera to Keelan. Hello everyone. So I did wear my mic when I went out in the cross country course, but I didn't connect something properly, or I don't know what I did, but I didn't test run it beforehand, and the audio was literally just me the whole time. So instead I'm going to pop in and out with voiceovers and then play music over the clips. Anyway, this was the first fence and I wasn't really sure what I was going to get from him, so I decided to do a little trot and pop. And to be honest, over our first go of each fence we kind of trotted most of the time for this session, and then we would canter into it once I knew he was feeling confident. The grey pony that you will see in all these clips is Tweety, my friend's Connemara mare. I love her. She's a dinger and she's so game. She takes on absolutely every fence, so I'm going to leave in all the footage of her as well. I try to figure out who I am. Not sure what I'm doing here, and the days don't work out the way I thought they would. Also, there are a couple of occasions where I do end up catching him in the mouth, which I apologise for. It was just, I was riding a little bit defensively to make sure that he got over the fences, and I didn't always give it my hands enough coming up to the fence in case he kind of threw a stop or tried to do a little run out. But you're the one who can make it go away. All you have to do is look at me. Sometimes This is the first little stop he had. I wasn't upset about this one. I felt like it was just a little confusion. He just wasn't sure what exactly I was asking him, and he jumped it straight away whenever he presented. But don't succeed. Yeah, it feels like you're the one who saves me. The one who saves me. I'm trying my best to hold on. It's not easy, but I'm feeling stronger with you. And the days don't work out the way I thought they would. And before you there was no one who understood. Sometimes I can't see, but it feels like you're the one who saves me. When I try, but don't succeed. Yeah, it feels like you're the one who saves me. The one who saves me.
not much, but it's all I have.
You know we could run to a place where we belong, but I need you there with me to go on. Sometimes I can't see, but it feels like you're.
So I actually ended up falling off here. I've had my 3 falls now, so I'm done. Thank you. I've had enough. I thought he was after stopping and we were going to represent, and then he actually went, and I don't know what was going on with my right leg, but it flew up into the air and I came off. I nearly held on. And then I came back around to it and he jumped it straight away. His stopping is so strange. He stopped at this fence then, and these are like simple fences. He jumped much spookier fences at this point, so I don't really know what was going on. And then you represent and he pings it. So it's a really weird one. If anyone has any ideas, let me know. Okay, we need to talk about the coffin. So I have a coffin fear, and it's absolutely nothing to do with George. George has no issue with coffins. He was going to go there, but then I was like, oh, both times there he would have gone, but I was subconsciously telling him, don't go. So we got off and we actually lunged him over it a few times, and then I did get on and jump it, and he was such a good boy, and he does not have a coffin issue, but it's just me, and I need to trust him and work through it. But I'm really happy that I actually got on and jumped it eventually.
We're done. It was a good session. He did have some stops, and I honestly can't put a rhyme or reason on the stopping, to be honest. But he jumped everything the second time. Anything he stopped at, he jumped the second time. And there was loads of like spooky fences that he jumped first time round, so I literally don't understand it at all. He's a very sweaty boy. We walked him off for ages, and there's loads of horseflies around, but we're going to hose him off now. There's a hose in the background over there somewhere. Rachel's over there with Tweety, so I'm going to give him a hose off. Oh, I actually fell off as well. Nearly forgot that. I've had him for 2 years, never fell off him in the first 2 years, and now I've fallen off him 3 times in like 6 weeks. Once out the road, which was a fluke. The saddle actually slipped, so that wasn't really a fall. And twice recently, at the show, and now today, a very similar fall both times. I'm fine, it didn't hurt myself. Don't feel like I'm going to bruise or anything like the last time. And I'm actually really happy with the day. Like, I feel really good about it. I feel like it was a really positive outing. I'm really happy with him and how he jumped. I think if we can get over the little bits of stopping that he's doing lately for no reason, he'd be a really good eventer. Like, he loves it. So we just need to work on it. Loads of schooling. And I have a coffin phobia. Stop, George. Come here. Stop. He's trying to itch off me. I broke my ankle jumping like a coffin-y drain type thing years ago, and I hate them now. Like, I shake. It's a phobia. It's the only thing that I actually have fear of. Like, it's not nerves, it's fear. And yeah, I didn't want to do it. I point blank was like, no. And he stopped it twice, and it was purely me being like, not jumping it, like, not a hope. So then we got the lunge rope and we lunged him over it. Keelan didn't actually film it because he didn't bring the camera back up after he got the lunge rope. But we lunged him over it like 7 or 8 times, and he was just popping it nice and sweet. And I was like, right, I'm getting back on now and I'm jumping this, because it'll really annoy me and I'll be so angry going home and it'll ruin the session for me if I'm too scared to do it. So I got on, jumped it 3 times, and I feel so good. So yeah, it was a really positive session. Right, I'm gonna hose you off now. Okay, let's load up. Whoa. Come on, George. Good boy. Good boy. Now, all done. I'm absolutely gasping. Dying for that Lucozade Zero I have in the car. After I've done any jumping, I'm always gasping, so now I preemptively buy myself a cold drink to have when I'm finished, because I honestly, there's nothing like, it's like I don't breathe when I'm jumping, and then when I'm done I'm just parched. You're just a sleepy dog. We're home. It is gloriously sunny. Like, look at this weather. Where has this been for the whole summer? I have a jacket on, but purely because we went to get food and I needed to cover up all the stains from my sweat, and this base layer is a little bit see-through. It's actually very old. I'm just filling some water for George. He's going to be a thirsty boy after all that. Trying to close this with one hand is literally so hard. There we go. Anyway, just giving him a drink now again. Check my water pulling technique. Good boy. It was thirsty work, wasn't it? It's very warm today, poor creature. I found this in a random room here and I was like, I need that. So I've been using it for storing all my stuff.
and it's so handy. It looks a little messy, but honestly it's organised chaos. I know where everything is, and it's allowed me to just have a much neater, tidier yard, because I hate when the yard is messy. Now what I wanted now is a few treats for him, because on the whole he was a good boy. Right, George, do you want some treats? That will be some to Theo as well. Ready? Oh yes. Good boy. Is that nice? No, it's Theo's turn. Just 1 second. Theo, do you want some? Come on. Theo has a slight parrot mouth, so his treat taking methods are a little strange. You've had these before. Yeah. Don't be so dramatic. Is that nice? Are we enjoying that? Oh, there's only a crumb left in my hand. Yummy! If you haven't tried these treats, I think I've mentioned them in a previous vlog, but the horses really do love them. They're natural. They're literally just like dried out apple, carrot, banana. Beans is still in his learning to be a yard dog phase, whereas Piggy is the best little yard dog ever, so he's learning from her. I don't trust him not to get squished by a horse yet, or a car, so he's tied up when we're down the yard. You ready for your dinner? I need to take Theo out first. Just because people love Theo and they're always asking for a Theo update, he's doing really well. The vet was actually out with him the day before yesterday to check on the wound, and he's really, really happy with it, as are we. He's given us a cream just to try and get that last little bit healed, but we've gotten all the proud flesh and everything off now, and he's looking really good. So that's why we started hand walking him. To be honest, he's actually gotten fresher since we started hand walking him, because he knows he gets to go out a little bit, but he's not too bad. Just a little bit of squealing. So Keelan gets the lovely job of doing that most of the time. If you're interested in what we feed the horses, they're actually both on the same thing. All right, George. They're both on the same thing, just slightly different amounts. So Turmash, a full scoop George gets, and then he also gets a scoop of the Resolve cubes. I've spoken about these in my feed routine. So he gets a scoop of each of those. Theo gets this, but twice a day, and George gets it once a day. That's basically the only difference, and they're on slightly different supplements. So we've got a big tub of Karen oil here, because they all use that, and we've got sports syrup. George isn't getting the sports syrup at the moment. He just gets Karen oil, and then he gets precision microbes. So he gets a scoop of that. I have to keep it up off the ground, otherwise the dogs try and eat it, because they love Turmash. And he gets 100 mils of the precision microbes, which I found has really helped his gut. Perfect. Straight into the feed, and voila, that's his dinner. He's also the world's messiest eater. I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but he is disgusting when he eats his food. It literally gets all over the floor, and then he licks it all up. Yeah, I know, you're ready, aren't you? 1 second. Here you go, bye-bye. And Piggy is always very close by, trying to get the little bits of leftovers. Look at that, he just throws it on the ground. Piggy, stop it now. I'm actually really going to miss Hetty. She's been such a good Jeep to me for the last couple of years. She's given me so much independence, being able to get out and about. I just realised this window is open, because every time Piggy gets excited coming up the drive, she stands on all the buttons inside here and opens the windows. Every time we get this far into the field, George has to stop and go for a pee. Literally like clockwork every single day. You like your routine, don't you? And you usually will snack at the same time. I am literally just panned out in the field. George is here somewhere, but it is so warm. I need to go take this jacket off and change, but I think I'm going to end the vlog here. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it beneficial and maybe learned something from it. I did wear my mic while I was riding around the cross-country course. I actually lost the wind muff from the top of it, but I think it might have turned off fairly early on, so I don't think you actually got the chatty footage. I really need to learn to use my mics better when I'm riding. But either way, I hope you enjoyed. I'll have done a little voiceover to kind of try and chat you through how I was feeling going around. I will see you in the next video. I can't remember exactly what that is going to be. I did have a vlog schedule up on my stories the other day, and there will of course be a Dublin Horse Show vlog coming as well in a few weeks, which is exciting. This will be my 3rd year vlogging it, which is mad. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell button so you're notified every time that I upload, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.